Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Worlds has been going really great. It's been crazy. It's been awesome. Banger games, banger series, and it's only play-ins. We're still going to get so much better, more exciting, high quality, high intensity, high just everything games coming up in the near future. So you'd think, everyone's feeling pretty good. Riot's, really happy with how everything's been. Viewership's been pretty decent. The games have been cool. But why I'm actually recording this video right now, I'm still wearing my work clothes. I literally just walked in the door. I haven't even eaten my dinner yet, nothing like that, because I needed to get this video out as soon as possible, because if I wait till tomorrow, it's not even really going to be as relevant anymore. Riot's worst nightmare just kind of happened. It just started popping up. We're talking about a big gambling potential, I don't know if match fixing is the right word, but just gambling scandal. Going on surrounding the 2021 World Championships. It's going to affect the games tomorrow. It's going to affect, a lot of stuff that's going on. Really crazy. There's just a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. What we have here, I don't even know what I pulled up. Whenever you have a competitive ruling, it's going to be very spicy, and obviously we got a competitive ruling from Riot today. So what they had to say, this from LOL Esports, Director of Operations for LOL Esports. He said, competitive ruling for Mauen. This is the mid laner for Beyond Gaming. During the 2021 World Championships, Mauen violated Rule 9.3 of the 2021 World Championship rule set, which prohibits association with gambling. Competitive integrity is the foundation of our sport, and we will take all violations of our rule set extremely seriously. The competitive operations team obtained definitive evidence showing Mauen provided inside information to a friend for the purposes of wagering on today's match. Mauen will be suspended for the remainder of the 2021 World Championships and may be subject to additional penalties following a full investigation. So obviously this stuff just happened today. This all came out. Riot has not been able to dive all the way into this. They don't have all the facts. They don't have everything that's happened. They don't have the full scope of this. This is for today's games. Who knows how long this has been going on? Did this affect all of Beyond Gaming's games at the World Championships? Has this affected all of Beyond Gaming's games for the whole season? Is this a bigger problem in Taiwan overall? Is this potentially a bigger problem in the LOL Esports scene as a whole? I don't know. That is a crazy thing here. So obviously, I do expect many more updates and much more to come out of this whole situation. But what we do know in the short term is that Beyond Gaming has a series tomorrow against Hanwha Life Esports. It is a best of 5. The winner of that is going to go on to the main stage. The loser of that is gone, and they will not have their mid laner. And to make things worse, they actually, I believe, do not have a substitute mid laner on their roster. Now, I do believe they have a couple of substitute players on their roster that could off-roll mid lane. Maybe that'll happen. Who knows exactly? I don't think we've gotten official word yet who is going to be playing mid lane for Beyond Gaming tomorrow. That is going to be very interesting. Obviously, people are talking about how Doggo has already been hard carrying. He's 1v9ing. He's getting no help from his team. His back hurts, all this stuff. And now it's getting even harder. It's getting even crazier. They got a matchup with Hanwha Life, who a lot of people were saying was maybe the weakest of the 3 major region teams in this whole thing. Obviously, now maybe it's looking like Cloud9. Who knows for sure? But now, obviously, things are definitely not necessarily looking great for them, because it's going to be very hard for their team to focus. It's going to be hard for their team to be all geared up and ready to go for this game. Some of the other news coming out is that this is from Applehead. Again, he is making this very clear. This is not confirmed, but he has heard that the team suspects that there was potentially more than one people in the team doing these actions. He has heard it is very possible that Mauen was leaking this stuff for money, or maybe not money. Very disappointing stuff to hear. That is complete speculation, complete rumor, but that is just what some people are saying. What I more want to hint on is that this might be deeper. This might be more people on the team, not really the other stuff. That's kind of the point of why I had this pulled up. There are some allegations. Here's kind of what happened. They said they were leaking champion picks of who they were potentially going to draft, and that is what these bettors were betting on. Now, I'm pretty sure the game that they're talking about here, where they say it's likely going to be Silas or Orianna, he says don't put too much money on it. I just say very likely. I'm pretty sure, like this guy says, yeah, neither Silas nor Orianna were picked. So if this is the only game he gave them tips from, they lost this bet, and now he's suspended I would assume he's going to be permanently suspended from all League of Legends competition. I don't know how Mountain's ever going to be able to come back from this, but that is the crazy part. I want to say funny, but funny is not really the right word, that he is now, tarnished his reputation permanently. He will probably never play another competitive League of Legends game again, ever, and they also lost the bet. So, something like this, you don't assume it's just a one-off. You assume they were doing this at least a couple of games at Worlds, if not all the games at Worlds, at least more than just today. But if it was just today, if this was just an isolated instance, if this was something random, or maybe the first time they were trying it, or whatever, this did not go well. This is about worst case scenario where you lose the bet and your guy gets caught, busted, it gets leaked. Some people are saying, one of the rumors I heard is that maybe it got leaked because they were mad that they lost. They said, oh, you want to give us, bum information? Then, hey, we're going to, oust you or all this stuff. Now, I don't know if I necessarily believe that because it's kind of incriminating themselves, but that is one rumor I have heard. And this is just very, very crazy. This is absolutely absurd news. This is Riot's worst nightmare. Your competitive esport on its biggest stage in front of the most eyeballs of the whole year. You do not want something like this happening. Obviously, you never want it happening, but this would have been way, way more easy to handle if this was Beyond Gaming doing this during the PCS regular season, and you saw it's, freaking Taiwanese regular season game that it's still very, very important, and you still want to have the utmost competitive integrity, but, you can kind of sweep it under the rug. Most people from the major regions probably won't even ever care or even acknowledge that it exists, but this is in the World Championships. Now, again, this is not exactly match fixing. This was just betting on drafts. And again, it wasn't even successfully betting on drafts. And also kind of weird that they would even think Mountain would be able to predict the drafts. Like, you don't know what the other team's going to draft. You don't know at what pick or position you're going to draft your mid lane champions. Do they think that Mountain has that kind of pull, that kind of potential, that he was just going to tell his team, like, no, guys, we're playing Silas this game. And they're like, no, dude, Silas doesn't even make sense here. What are you talking about? Like, you're counter picking yourself into terrible pick. He's like, no, we're playing Silas. Like, that, I don't know. Something like this would just be so hard to pull off. And the other thing is, Mountain played really poorly in some of these games. Was he stressed? Was he under pressure? Is there more to this story? Is there more going on here? I don't know. But man, is it going to be so interesting, not only to see who Beyond Gaming is playing in the mid lane tomorrow, what the fallout from this whole thing is for Beyond Gaming, for Mountain, for the rest of the players, for the team, for the organization, who all is implicated in this, what are the penalties going to be handed down, at what point are they going to happen, and yeah, how is Riot going to handle this situation, how strong-fisted are they going to be, and what is their full investigation going to find, because there could be way more fallout to this entire situation. It's going to be interesting, it's going to be crazy. Obviously, the whole story isn't necessarily out yet. This stuff is literally happening right now. It's coming out. We're getting more and more updates and info all the time. But man, this is very, very unexpected, very, very crazy. Kind of ruins this big, exciting series we're supposed to have tomorrow. Peace and Cloud9 is going to be really hype. Hanwha Life and Beyond Gaming is still going to be hype, but there's going to be a big asterisk by it. It could have been way more hype without this stuff, because I really think Beyond Gaming is going to struggle without their starting mid laner, obviously. But again, he didn't even play that good today, so maybe they'll be better off without him. Who knows? But yeah, this is kind of the latest situation, giving you guys an update of what is going on. Had to get this video out to you quick. But this story's moving quick, so obviously the stuff could change a lot. Who knows exactly where it's going to go, but yeah, crazy stuff going on at the World Championships this year. Again, worst case scenario. This is an absolute nightmare for Riot, and they're going to have to handle it well, or, they're going to face a lot of backlash and a lot of questions about competitive integrity and, match fixing, all of this stuff. This could be a one-time deal. It could be just a drop in the bucket. Who knows? But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about this whole situation? Give me your guys' thoughts and opinions. I don't know. There's so much going on, so much to digest. I would love to hear it. Subscribe, tip today, and all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.